Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. Now, I don't know how I'm going to title this video or how I want to talk about this because mainly I'm making it for the reason that people are now pushing an entire thing, saying we potentially won't be getting, the free Ken. It's just because that, last night something happened and clearly this was the thing that was going to happen, okay? I've told this how many times that it's going to slow down as we hit that point, which Ken is no longer a rental unit. You can't rent Ken. He is now kind of used up for most people. And now what do you do? Without our free trial Ken, you're missing out on a crap ton of progression. And when I say a crap ton of progression, I genuinely mean a crap ton of progression. Now, because of that, it puts you into an area where you now have to look and say, all right, what's happening here? And majority of people have already claimed up their thing. And yes, this is why the panic is starting, is because if you go to Hunt, this has slowed down an absolute whopping amount. It is not even funny how much this event has slowed down. It's like we were getting kills back to back, and we haven't gotten ours in a little bit. It's been a good amount of time since we got our last kill, and it's like more than 16 hours it took us to get to this point, of 50% in my area in this server. I don't know if there's different servers or if you're EU or whatever. For me, it says 50%. I don't know what it might say for you, but it has been some time since we last got our 10 shards. So, I mean, now I want to talk about that here today, and that's the whole point of this video, and a few other things that I want to include here. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. First thing that I'll start with, okay? Now, if you've been asking how many pulls will you actually get, I've done the math, I've compiled, I've crunched the numbers, I got the answer for you, okay? To summon on this, you need, or to get Ken, you need 60, you're not getting that. To get the max number of summons, you'll get about 13. That's what it is, okay? I've done the math. You go over here, you'll get 7. You'll go over to this, you go check rewards, you'll scroll down, 2, 2, 3, that adds up to 7, okay? That's done. You'll then go over here, this will give you 3. Per each one you do, you will get 3, okay? That's it. So altogether, sorry, not per, but altogether you will get 3. Boom, you're at 10. How will you get 3 more? You go to this area right here, you'll get 1, 2, you'll get 3, boom, you get 13 pulls. Now, go to missions, you go to achievements, there is more here, but you won't get this. Why? You gotta drop 15 times. It's there as an incentive for people to purchase, thinking they're gonna get a free one right back. That's why that's there. Unless there is somewhere else that gives you 2 more that I am not counting, I don't know where it is. But here will give you 3, here will give you 7, here will give you 3. Right? I did that correctly? Yeah, so altogether 13. You'll get 13. That's how much you can put in here. And everyone's saying that there's a 13 hidden pity. No, there is not. Okay, there's a lot of people that I know in my Discord, across the main Discord, and everywhere that have pulled till 13 and have not gotten a Monster Hunter Ken. Okay, so if everyone pushing that claim that you'll get a free A+ Ken, that's bullcrap. Do not listen to them. Why? It's not happening. Okay. You can potentially get a A+ Ken if you're lucky, but no, it's not guaranteed at 13, okay? That is a false thing. Sure, it might be a boosted rate at the 13th pull, but not everyone gets it. Sure, a lot of people get it, but not everyone, okay? There is a good amount of people that haven't gotten it, so it is not at 13. Keep that in mind. Now, with that out of the way, that's how much you get. That's how many pulls you can get towards this 13. Boom, you're good to go. That's it. That is it. So people, if you say anything less than 13, it's not real. And people are pushing the thing like you can make it to a higher rank. So I'm at HR 4 right now. Okay, I gotta make it a 6. That's all you gotta do to upgrade this, is do the achievements, right? So if you are doing this properly, do your dailies every single day, do your achievements over here. Once I challenge, I get 40 over here. Once I spend a ton more bone, I'll get that done. This is pretty hard if you're not a leveled up account. So if you were able to use Monster Hunter Ken properly, you would have gotten that done, which it's a lot of damage, though a lot of people can't. Then Slay will give you another one, so just get another kill, you're good to go. I guess that ups to 5 when it's done, if that is the case. Then draw 8 times, draw 4 times, you'll get those done. You'll get it done if you're doing your dailies properly over the next 6 days. You should make it to HR 6, but that'll give you 13. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. 13. So you can potentially get him. You can also not get him when you pull. Got it? Now, the free Ken will only come from here. Now, currently where I'm at, which I think everyone is at, if you go over here, you're probably at 28 shards. We got 2 kills and 4 days of login. That's what we got to there. Now, we need 3 more kills? Yeah, 3 more kills, not 4, 3 more kills to get our Monster Hunter Ken. Thing is, he is dropped. Okay, so basically 15 minutes ago, he was at 50%. Okay, like 50.01. And now, after 15 minutes, he dropped only that much. Okay, without Monster Hunter Ken, without that boost, you are losing out on a significant amount of damage. You only were steamrolling through the event earlier on because of that, Though I really think that we still will beat this, because in every gacha game that I play, and this is a fact, and you can't say that this is just speculation or whatever, but every gacha game that I play, if this event was held in that gacha game, the devs would go out of their way to formulate a plan to force the demon, or like the whatever demon, devil, whatever it is in those games, to die in order to look like the game is doing a lot. Like there's a lot of players playing, a lot of numbers. They have some sort of debuff on them initially that just automatically trickles down HP. So even if you aren't dealing the damage, it dies. Now, this game is very weird, which they definitely did a lot of stupidity and a lot of things, so maybe this game doesn't have it, and they don't care if it looks like they're a dead game, but it usually implies that if you can't beat the event, that means it's a dead game, okay? Because there's that many players not playing the game that they couldn't even beat a first event raid boss. That is a very sad fact. So if that happens, you gotta keep in mind that that is some really sad stuff, and this game is dead off spawn. Like literally, you can't say anything if you can't beat a raid boss, okay? When the game just launched and it's a collaboration event, it just is a very bad look for the game. It's a similar case, right? If a game is like the pre-registration for the game, okay? And only 100,000 people pre-register, and the pre-register milestones were up to 500,000. If that happens, no one's gonna play the game. They're like, oh, that game is dead. The hell? They only cracked 100,000 when they were expecting 500,000. Then it creates that entire thing that companies will go and artificially increase the number and make it look like, oh, we did crack 500,000, when in reality it could be 100, 200, or 300 was all they really cracked. And this is a known fact that games do this. For this one, are you really gonna let us not crack the event after all the backlash, after all of that? I mean, you know, is that really going to be the case? Yes, it has slowed down significantly. People lost their trial Ken. That's where we're currently at, right? But I still think that beyond everything, we should get it done. It'll move down slowly, and maybe in the last day of the event, the last few hours, that's when you get it. Maybe that's the case, but if we go off of it every 12 hours, we lose about 25%. Okay, so if we go off of it, so around 4 or 5 days, I think, if my math is correct here, we'll get this done perfectly, right? Because it's not exactly, that's why I don't want to say it like that. It's around 12 hours is 25%. Around, okay? Which means we need to beat these two, so that's 24 hours, it's a day. Then we need to beat 2 more, right? So that will kick down to a little bit more, rather 2 more lives, full lives, right? But then I'm also going to account the fact that at the end of it all, people are going to rush. People are going to spend like all of their remaining times. For example, I have 9. People are going to spend all their remaining times too. So it'll speed it up there too. Or, you know, people will also spend gems, which they can. They'll refresh here and there just to force it to go down more. And again, don't think that they're, like the company also, will make it look like it's going to take a while, just for the reason that people will spend some gems because they're going to get in panic mode. Thing is, don't spend gems. Do not get more challenges unless you need to beat any of the achievements, and you need to get more because you didn't do enough challenges originally. But don't spend gems on the challenges. You'll get it done most likely. If it is that the last day we're almost there, we really need it, you can then take a look into it. But you'll get it. You'll get your free Monster Hunter Ken. It's, again, the chances that we don't get it is very slim. You will. Just do the math, you basically will. Around 12 hours is like 25% is around where I got. So yes, with everything, you should be able to get your free Monster Hunter Ken. It might take you to the last day though. So just don't panic, don't start spending gems, please don't do that, where you just start spamming some extra runs in. I don't think you need to, but if it does come down to it, on the last day, you make that judgment call where if you need to like put a little bit of help in. And again, whales are also doing a little bit extra, you know, here and there runs to help out the community. I have seen that, which is a really cool thing, but I genuinely think that you don't need to. Wait till the last day, see what happens, but you still should be putting in your runs, put as much as you can. If you haven't already claimed your trial Ken, there are people that are, you know, hanging on to that copium, that they're gonna like level up their account in an insane amount of progress before that, and then use him on the last few days. You can do that too, which is fine. I do recommend that if you are doing that or planning that out, make sure that you do not miss out on any of the benefits Ken will grant you. But you could theoretically save up all of your attempts for the last days, which people are doing, and then using all 29 attempts or whatever attempts they've saved up, because it stacks, right, with trial Ken, and just getting an insane amount of damage. So remember, people are doing that too, which is very helpful and very smart thing. So you will see in the last few days, there will be a huge amount of progress just jumping in for people that have done this theory, which I've seen a lot of people saving up that entire thing for. So keep in mind, that is happening too. So with it, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe, peace, and enjoy. Just want to talk about that because people are saying otherwise, but most likely you will be getting it. Just don't panic right now. People just like to panic because yes, we have been screwed, and I think that they won't screw us more. You know what I mean? I think.